What are the key differences between a member-managed LLC and a manager-managed LLC? I'm sure you've at least heard some of those terms used before, but I'm going to explain the differences here, starting with a member-managed LLC. So here, this places management authority in the hands of the owners of the company. The owners are referred to as members. Each owner has a voice in the day-to-day decision-making, and depending on the specifics of the operating agreement, the owners might have an equal say, or they might have authority that's proportional on the level of ownership that they have in the business. For instance, say a partner who owns 40% of an LLC, they could have twice as much say or a power as, say, a partner who only owns 20% of the company. In a member-managed LLC, each owner is an agent of the company and has the power to bind co-owners by signing company contracts, borrowing money, making other sorts of day-to-day decisions as far as the operations go. But members must vote to approve such decisions. But still, this is the right choice for your business if you and or your co-owners want to actively be involved in the company's day-to-day affairs. For instance, let's say that you jointly own an e-commerce business with a partner, and let's say that you as an individual want to be responsible for launching and running the website, and your partner wants to handle marketing and pricing. So since you both are actively involved in the operating of the business, you should opt for a member-managed LLC. Additionally, with a member-managed company, these are far more common than manager-managed, and in fact, in most states will assume, or the default setting will be a member-managed LLC, unless you specify that you're going to be ran by professional managers. This is usually specified in the operating agreement, but sometimes, depending on the Secretary of State, you can specify whether it's going to be member or manager managed. These member managed also generally cost a little bit less to operate because they don't have officers or a board of directors like a corporation would, so that's one thing to also consider. But moving on to manager managed LLCs, here this is where that management authority can be delegated to professional managers to handle day-to-day business decisions. But members can still retain authority over certain things, such as dissolving the company. With that said, the manager is the main legal agent of the LLC and can quickly make decisions on behalf of the business without waiting for all of the members to approve. There could be one manager or multiple, and the manager or managers could be a member, but they don't have to be. If the manager is not a member, as I mentioned, they are referred to as a professional manager, probably paid a salary. The managers act as a board of directors in the same way that a board of directors would for a corporation. Manager management is appropriate when an LLC has investors. So most investors are passive investors or silent partners. So this means that they own a portion of the company, but they don't have the time or, say, the expertise to make day-to-day decisions. In this case, members can vote for the most knowledgeable people to be the managers, because they're going to be the ones that make the best decisions for the company. For instance, in a family-owned business, parents can keep management authority in their hands while entrusting their children with some sort of ownership of the company. But going back to our previous example, let's say that you and your business partner in the e-commerce company attract money from two different outside investors. Now, you and your partner and the two investors are technically members of the company because you each have an ownership stake. But all the members can vote to make you and your partner the managers and responsible for making the day-to-day decisions. That way, you and your partner can quickly make decisions without having to get a consensus from the other two outside investors. A manager-managed LLC is also helpful if you have a larger company with many owners. This is usually a better choice when your company has more than five owners. That's usually the rule of thumb that I use to determine what's the best option. It can become quite difficult to get everyone together and vote on management decisions. It's better to delegate management authority, that can amount to a full-time job in and of itself. And it's better to do that to a few of the members or to a professional manager, depending on who's the best suited to make those decisions. Now, in the description of this video, you're going to find an up-to-date operating agreement template that I like to use. You can take it, tailor it to your own company's operations. If you'd like some more information on how to form a business, an LLC, if you want to learn how this applies to LLCs that hold title to real estate, which is another big portion of our business, subscribe to our Facebook page and our Instagram page, or schedule a call with us. There's going to be a link in the description of this video. Schedule a call with us if you want to have a consultation to determine what's the best option for you and your company.